How do you combine dream zones with each other? Combination of relationship zone or zone of partnership, which first and foremost our relationship with ourselves, and then this extends and influences relationship with other people, and also our giving and receiving principle in our life. In terms of relationship, projects, place to live, things to do. You look into different combinations which you can use with relationship zone. So for example, if you want to let go of a relationship, then you can use letting go zone together with zone of relationship. If letting go is accompanied by fear, then you can do relationship zone, fear zone, and letting go zone. If relationship is confusing and you're not quite sure what relationship does for you, what you are in this relationship, and so on, you can do a combination of relationship zone, self-memory zone, and subconscious zone, and so on. And we also looked into how you can clarify why there is no joy in your relationship, but combination zone of relationship and zones of joy. Now I would like to touch on a different aspect of relationship with ourselves. This is very often is mirrored back to us through other people. How it is connected with our personal development, spiritual quest, if you wish. With Oil Relax comes a manual. You are given 5 zones. 4 of them are on the legs. So we have the hips, the knees, malleolus, and base joints of the feet. And we go from zone of individual potential to zone of feeling and intuitions, to creativity, and to intelligence. This is a journey of tapping into our potential and then getting it more through our feelings and intuition to clarity, visualizing it and manifesting, bringing it into reality. And this is a really simple sequence: 4 days, day 1 zone 1, day 2 zone 2, day 3 zone 3, day 4 zone 4, and then you repeat the zone. So you do 8 days altogether, then you take 8-day breaks, and then you can repeat it again. And there are certain situations when I really like to do this sequence for myself, and I really advise it to my patient as well. So those are points around deep winter, high summer, points on a change of seasons around equinoxes, and also points around your birthday and point opposite to your birthday, because there are special energy points throughout the year. But of course, you can do this absolutely anytime. And this is very often one of the first steps, how you're getting into Colourpuncture work and how you're getting into the dream work, how our personal quest and our spiritual development relates to our relationship in our life, because very often the two can feed into each other or they can collide. When you're in a relationship or some past relationship affects your personal development quest, if there is any problem, you can try this combination. You can try zone of relationship with a zone of personal development, or zone of expansion of consciousness, as they are called in dreamwork, in Colourpuncture. Also, there is another situation. It's quite the opposite. Relationship is really good, and you want to grow closer together, and you want to do things together and to experience things together. And then you can actually do the zones together to enhance the relationship and to see how relationship itself help both parties' personal quests or spiritual development journeys. It's very simple. Oil, Colourpuncture, massage, sound therapy, day 1 zone 1, plus relationship zone, plus zone of your choice. You can add the 3rd zone, because remember, every time we do the bilateral zones, this is just 1 zone. So for example, if fear is really present, then you can do the fear. Again, if there is any issue with sadness and grief, then you can do zone of letting go. Also, it's very interesting. Sometimes we want too much, sometimes we work too much, and there is a fantastic zone in Colourpuncture, which is really underrated and very rarely used, because we don't feel like you have a problem here. It's called the zone of greed. And I'm not assuming that somebody is a greedy person, but when we work too much, when we have too many projects, we have too many balls up in the air, that basically means that there is certain greed to do more. And this is still called greed on a level which affects your physiology. We are doing too much. What it means that we are spreading ourselves too thin. We disperse our chi, and our chi is not quite available for our body and for our functioning and for us being present for ourselves. And this could be a problem. So any of those combinations, because remember every day you can do up to 3 zones. First day, keep zone of individual potential, plus relationship, plus something else. For example, if you really want clarification of why there is a repeat patterns in relationship, you can do zone of the spirit or zone of self-memory. When you don't understand, like everything is fine, your life journey has been so sunny so far, but for whatever reason, something is not quite working. Do this because it will let you connect with some deeper knowledge, which you might not necessarily get available by any other means. If this is something more you are half aware of, for example, negative experience, your preconceptions, your ideas about relationship, your wrong beliefs, which you know you're wrong, and this is why your relationship has been failing so far, or they've been miserable, or they've been not satisfactory so far. But you sort of know what it is about, but you don't quite know how to tap fully into this and how to get over those patterns. Then you can do zone of subconscious together with that. Day 2, zone of the knees, feeling initiation, again, zone of relationship or one of the supplementary zones. Day 3 and day 4, and then you repeat. If you have the oil, and if you don't have the oil, then you should get it. Again, the description of zone of expansion of consciousness, they are in the manual for the oil relax. And then, of course, you can use any other zones you know, or you can learn some zones if you are unsure what to use or which combination will work for you specifically. Please do connect, and I would be happy to advise zones of expansion of consciousness and your own personal journey as a journey, as reflected through your work as Dream Zone, can clarify so much that most likely it will answer many questions within relationship as well. But also, relationship, remember, this is relationship with ourselves. This is our self-love. This is the way we see ourselves. This is our self-image. This is how we treat ourselves. And so this is how we send in messages to other people, how we should be treated. And again, relationship is not just about relationship with people. It can be our relationship as a project. And this is what we contribute and what we receive back. So this is giving and receiving principle. Any of this, it's a fantastic combination.